On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, it's the return of vegan jerky. That's right. You know, that wonderful stuff I had on episode 264. There's more of that. So, hey, that's great. And also, it's the return of, none other than the Avs to the Western Conference Finals. So, hey, we'll talk about that victory over the Wild, you know, because that was a really great time, and we had a lot of fun with all of that, and I'm sure you'll really get a kick out of that. Oh, and it's the return of the Blues Blotter. That's right. If you loved what we've done with this Blues Blotter segment, we got more of it. Oh yeah, and Big D's back. So strap in. It's going to be a lot of fun, and why wouldn't it be? You're here, and when you're here, you're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and V. Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, pull up a seat, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that says all those people who've ever written a zombie movie, they get it wrong, because it's always adults passing the disease along to other adults. It should be the kids, man. Kids, they're like little plague bearers. You know, it gets in and it just spreads through everybody. That's the way it should be. I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
Well, here we go. Another week. It's another thing. It's doing the stuff, and I'm still alive. So there's that. So I suppose nothing coming and going over on this end of things, unlike you, I guess. But you know, it's just how she goes.
Luckily, you know, it's not me, but it's the littlest too, and it is coming and going out both ends. It's oof. If I could, I'd quarantine myself down in the basement just to, you know, try and not catch the plague. But it's been rough. It was a rough night last night. I think I got maybe 5 hours of sleep. Got puked on by a baby. Living the dream.
That's how the zombies get you too.
Yeah,
but puke or the whatever. That's why I don't watch those movies. That I can't be contaminated.
We should move off the zombie topic and get to a more enjoyable topic, like what's on tap. And we'll introduce our guests as they're here. And I'm going to start with the one who's on a time crunch, coming to us all the way from New Jersey. It's the Triple B Armor. It's one JS Gunslinger. JS, how you doing? What you drinking? What you eating?
Well, doing good. Tired. My feet hurt. It's been a long day. So drove for 29 hours to get out here. I got here Wednesday, something like that. We did our setup. We got in Wednesday at about midnight. Was at a convention center by 9 a.m. Thursday morning to do the setup. Setup went really good. Had kind of a lazy day yesterday. Didn't sleep worth a damn, but, you know, or Wednesday night didn't sleep worth a damn. I had about 6,000 milligrams of caffeine on the way down here, so I was laying in bed literally vibrating. Yeah, and then
and you had the caffeine.
So today been at the show all day long. Got there at I don't know, 8:30-ish, somewhere in there, and just got home about 5 minutes ago. So yeah. I am eating some udon noodles from I think it's from the Club of the Sams, with a little pack of chicken in there for some extra protein, and we got a Guinness extra stout for the drink tonight. It is 11.2 ounces. It's 5.6%. It is made by St. James Gate in Dublin. And it's an intense, characterful, and bold Guinness extra stout. The pure expression of our brewing legacy, bittersweet with subtle hints of hops, dark fruits, and caramel. This stout is a testament to great brewing. And it absolutely is. This is a fantastic beer. Yeah, a little bit more on the bitter side than like the draught. But yeah, ton of caramel notes in there. There's coffee notes in there. There's it's really smooth going down. I wish I had a Guinness glass so I could actually pour it in. But great beer. I'm a huge fan of this one. I don't know, 4.5, 4.6, somewhere in there. So yeah, great beer.
Nice. Let's head out Iowa way and bring in one rude boy, Kyle. Kyle, how you doing? What you drinking?
Oh, I'm doing all right. It's been a week, and thankful to have avoided whatever is floating around, both at work and at daycare. But yeah, it's amazing how unhealthy you get after you get exposed to junk like that after years of being healthy. So it's like, but yeah, I got myself a Yingling traditional lager. Had that before on the show. So, yeah, I had
Spoiled now that you can go down to the corner store and pick up a 12-pack.
Yeah, it's nice. There. I had a busy week of working mid shifts, so it's I've been meaning to go pick up and try their flight beer, which is I think they're light. So haven't done that yet, but that's on the cards for another episode down the road. So cheers to you guys and to your health.
I've been eyeing up that flight as well. I just haven't had the cojones to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah. It's not bad. I think I gave it a rating before, but today it's like a I'll give it a 3.8.
Nice. Kidder, what are you having? I see you reaching into that old beer fridge. What are you gonna pull out?
I picked up a sampler myself. Yeah, I spent a couple dollars, fill up the Triple B fridge south side, and to celebrate the Avalanche picking up a series victory over the Minnesota Mild, I believe it's time for Mountain Time, the official beer partner of the Colorado Avalanche, from this premium lager, brought to you by New Belgium Brewing and the Triple B. Had this before on the show, but just picked up this pack and celebrate that series victory right here with this crushable lager. And it is very good.
Kidder, I'm very happy that the Avs won, but there was a unfortunately a little bit of a side effect of that, and that was having to explain. I had to explain to my son, who chooses hockey teams based on the colors they wear, because he's only 6, that it was okay that his Minnesota Wild lost, and that he should have just believed Dad when Dad said, the Avs are the best team in hockey right now. So
he should know better anyway, not to choose a mid.
Well, it's nice to see McKinnon with the bottom of the circle shot that he whiffed on the Olympics. He did not miss in this series.
That was
and pretty much the carbon copy, same shot spot. So
yeah,
I'm sure he practiced that plenty.
That thing was a beaut. It was a beaut, yeah. Clark. And I was worried because I don't know about you guys, but the shot friendly fire straight to the nose. Did you guys see that? Took McKinnon out for in the first period of the game. took about a 70-mile-per-hour puck straight to the side of the nose. They were afraid it was the side of his mouth where he went down, but his whole nose exploded, and they had to change his jersey because the whole thing was blood down the front. They had to shave the ice because there was blood all over the ice over at the circle, and he went off the ice. Second period, he came out, he was skating, and he went into full playoff hockey mode. And as Rude Boy said, third period scored that butte of snipe right over the short side, I believe, short side of the shoulder or something like that. But got her going, and then Brett Kulak scoring the overtime series clinching win.
Yeah, I saw the highlights. It was
a 5
an awesome
out of
game
5 right there.
Yeah. But Kidder, we've got some people knocking down the door of this tavern. I mean, I know for the audience, they're going to just think that they were here the whole time, but really, there are people just bashing the door in. And let's start by heading out to the West Coast, and that would be to the Triple B Wiseman. The Doc is here. Doc, how you doing? What you having?
I'm all right. I'm glad to be here. It's been a rough week for a lot of reasons, but always good to be here and be with you all, particularly after those times that are challenging. So I am starting tonight with something that I just saw out of the corner of my eye last weekend in the store. It is
Weeping Angel?
No.
Okay.
I saw that. My eyes are staying on that. I'm not. It is Chin Chin is the brand. It is a product of Taiwan. It is the lychee flavored grass jelly drink. I spotted it, and I figured, I know Howie had to suffer through it, and he shouldn't have to alone. So I'm not
appreciate that, Doc.
But we'll see how it goes. It is unpleasant. Like there was like the lychee flavor very much at the front, which I like, but then the aftertaste is like eating grass. Like it's like literally, which is weird because I've had the grass jelly dessert before and it has like a sweetness to it, and this does not. Like, oh God. Ugh.
Quite a couple phrases right there.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Never again. Moving on.
Good job for taking that one for the team, or at least
I at least like how there's no rating to that. It's just like no,
never again out of 5.
No. Not no rating. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't even get a negative number. It's just a never again. But I will finish it because I'm not going to throw it away.
All right. And also kicking down the door. It's been a while, but he's back. And he's once again in that undisclosed location, a bunker somewhere, probably in the field of Kansas. That's right. Big D is back. Big D, how you doing? And what are you drinking this 5 in
no
evening?
Power to put on the lights.
Good evening, sunshine. And yes, it is evening because I am in the States. Joining you from Alabama, spending 7 weeks down here total. I'm always good. What's that?
They just hooked up the internet the other day.
I was just wondering. You're off the satellite signal here. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Somebody's home. The lights aren't on. I don't know how this goes.
I just got back to my hotel. I turned this light on and said, run with it. Always good to be back here with the doctor and the doctor. Take your incarnations of internet podcasting. I think I might, take things over. What about if we rename this the Triple D? Drinks, DJs, and derailments? Nah, no. Okay, so let's rewind.
Probably end us on some kind of national watch list or internet banned list.
Either one, yeah. So let's rewind to IPA Appreciation Month, when I did let out that at my undisclosed location, which I'll disclose in a minute, they actually had a non-alcoholic IPA. I remember y'all giving me the business for not actually having it on the show. You were right to give me that business because I knew I was going to hate it. So I have selected things that I am pretty sure I am going to hate to pay my penance. So we're starting off with the Juicy Haze IPA from Voodoo Ranger. I don't know if it was this one. I had one from Voodoo Ranger. It was fruity. I didn't care for it, but I got this, another one in the fridge. 7.5% ABV.
That's the big boy can.
Mm-hmm. That's the only way to do it. No. I was in a great mood up until about 5 seconds ago. Yeah. I mean, in that I don't taste anything juicy, and I'm expecting to taste something juicy. But whatever it tastes like does not taste like an IPA should taste. But it's not the worst thing in the world. So I'll still give this a 2 out of 5.
Bold
I think that might have been the highest rating for that one out of all of us. Oh, that one was horrible.
I have missed being on here with y'all. I think we're sitting at 8-9 months was the last time. So good to be back.
Yeah, good to have you back. Gents, I believe my wife got this for me. I'm taking a break from what I was drinking the last 2 weeks. Because after the last 2 weeks, I still probably on a sugar high. So this, I wish I could tell you like much about it, like a company name that produces. I can tell you it's distributed by Chai Forest. It's a product of China, and it is basically iced tea cola drink. So
I love that that's actually like the name of it is iced tea cola drink. It's not iced tea cola, it's iced tea cola drink. Just so we're clear, it's not actually cola, it's a cola drink.
Unlike Doc's drink, there's probably no chunks in this one. At least I hope. I am very confused. There's a T-Rex on the label. Why? I don't know. I can tell you it's 600 milliliters or 1.27 pints. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all that is warranted on this. But cola and tea, not a combination I'd normally go for.
It's got a tea or a black tea. Or does it specify?
Let's see.
Tea.
Not that it matters.
Black tea, it looks like.
Okay.
Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, sugar, artificial flavors, wheat. Like that's what the artificial flavor is, wheat. Citric acid, sodium citrate, concentrated lemon juice, salt, sucrose, green tea extract, black tea powder, and caramel color. So, yeah.
Do you want to sleep tonight?
Best if used by February 17th, 2026.
It said best if. It didn't say like it's like the
So let's
worst if not. It's just best if. So
give this a try. That's actually not bad. It's kind of like a Coke with a little bit of lemon in it. That's really the best description I can give. But no, it's perfectly fine. I'd probably give this a like a 3.6. So it's not too sweet, not too much of a tea flavor. It's just kind of a nice cola drink. Kudos. It's actually decent. I'm going to enjoy it. Probably a lot more than some of the other things that I have sitting on this table.
I'm gonna make sure I find something for you that you thoroughly will not enjoy.
Oh,
No.
I already got that covered, JS. I mean, were you around? What was that 2 weeks ago when I broke out the vegan jerky?
Yes, I was.
I got more of it, so maybe at some point later in this episode, we'll crack a pack and we'll see how bad that goes. So,
Well, you sure have more cojones than I do, because there ain't no way in hell I'm eating that. So, however, like we stated, my Guinness is gone. I got another long day tomorrow, so, and there can only be room for two of us, and since Big D is here, I gotta leave the floor to him. So, but I gotta go to bed, gents. I got a long day tomorrow, so I hope you all have a great time. Big D, it's good to see you again. So maybe the next go about I'll actually have time to do a full episode. So.
all right.
Yeah. Good luck out there. We're all counting on you.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't hit anybody with a car yet, so. But
There's still time.
yeah, it's tempting. All right. Have a good night, gents.
Yep.
Night,
Safe
JS.
travels.
Catch you later.
All
And
right.
like that, he's gone.
Yeah. Glad he got to be on for as much of the show as he did. So it's okay, Doc. You'll survive. Now, I do have to ask: does yours have the
I'm
little?
now getting now that it's getting further down, I'm getting more of the chunks in it, and there were more than I expected in that drink, and I was like, ooh, okay.
The chunks make that just
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I've never. So I've seen in the store, like H Mart and stuff, they have like boba tea in the can, like with the boba pearls, and I can't bring myself to do it because like I know the can is pressurized, but I just feel like if it's been sitting in there forever, it's got to just turn to mush. Like, can't do it. Plus, there's just something about drinking something out of a can and having like chunks come out. It's not a great experience.
Yeah. I mean, I made it through the can of grass jelly that JS brought me last time, so it's a struggle.
It is. Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should replace IPA Appreciation Month with. Grass Jelly Appreciation Month.
I mean, presumably, since this is lychee flavor, they make it in different flavors. So
Yeah, there we go. Kidder looks so thrilled with that idea.
you have to pick one or the other, an IPA or a grass jelly drink.
That's that's something else. Yeah.
Vegan jerky?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think I'd probably choose that instead.
Well, I did discover that National IPA Appreciation Day is a real thing. It's been around since 2011. It's the first Thursday in August, and in 2027, it falls right on your birthday. Just
Call
for
that a
you.
lie.
Just for you.
It's a lie. Lies and slander.
Happy birthday, dear Kidder.
Here's an IPA for you.
I'm gonna tell you exactly where that IPA can go.
On the top of your cake.
Let's get him a candle that looks like an IPA can.
Nah, he's gonna flush it down the business center.
Mm-hmm.
No, Big D, it's been a while. How's it going?
It has. Well, a lot has happened. So, first of all, the undisclosed location, which I am no longer in, so I can disclose it. I spent about 6 months of last year in Abu Dhabi United Arab Emirates. As someone who grew up in Minnesota and spent no small amount of time in North Dakota, genuinely did not think I would ever feel, much less survive, 120 degrees. Never thought I would feel, much less survive, a dew point of 87 degrees. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back at home in Germany, and I am now, spending 7 weeks in Montgomery, Alabama, taking 2 separate classes. One ended today, and then the next one starts up on Monday. Then I'll get back at the end of June, and then from there, get back to life as normal.
Did you happen to see Normal while you were over there?
Dash it all, I didn't. Goodness knows I looked.
Apparently you didn't look hard enough for that return.
I didn't.
At least I got.
Yeah, maybe Normal escaped. Found a way back home.
Plausible.
But 6 months in the UAE. Spent some time in Abu Dhabi. Got up to Dubai a couple of times. It is really is a lovely country. In maybe a few years down the line, I might go there for touristy stuff instead of going for work. And everybody that I met over there, just really kind, compassionate, hospitable. Overall, I'd say it was a good experience out there, and can recommend a visit under different circumstances as compared to present day. I'll just leave it at that. But if any of y'all ever have the chance to go out there and check it out, go in the winter, because damn, it was hot.
How hot was it?
I already told you, you got those ear things in your ears. Can't hear. It's 120 degrees. Trying to be kind.
I thought it might be so hot that you saw a squirrel outside dunking his nuts in the pool just to cool off.
I mean, I wouldn't have been shocked if I would have seen that.
You do anything fun while you're there?
A lot of sightseeing. Went up in the frame, which is kind of like a art gallery museum kind of thing, but built like a picture frame. You go up, you walk across the top of the floor. Is the middle part of the floor is transparent, so you can look all the way down, all 20 stories or however high it was. I did not go up the Burj Khalifa, so that is one thing that I kind of wish I could have been able to do. The tallest building in the world up in Dubai. I think it's the tallest building in the world. Feel free to fact check me. They had no small amount of Tim Hortons. I am a big fan of Tim Hortons. If you've never heard of Tim Hortons, you don't know what you're missing. Yes, I'm playing it up just because I'm a dork, but it is good. Good coffees, good donuts. It's a Canadian company.
I want to see you fight with Howard over the Holiday Brew and Tim Hortons. Just
hey, the Holiday Brew is is the best gas station coffee. I clarify.
Whoa, okay, now we're getting really deep into this. Okay, sorry.
There was also a place called Team Labs. It's also kind of like a interactive art exhibit. There was one such exhibit that was inside, or interactive art museum. There was one such exhibit. I forget what it's called, like the Cosmos or something. Basically, it's this giant sphere of a room, and you walk out on the middle of it. They have kind of like imaginary rope nets. You walk out over the middle of it, and you're probably pretty sure it's like 100-foot diameter room. So you walk out to the center, you're 50 feet up, 50 feet down. They project very realistic art and light effects on the wall. it was at that moment that I realized I'm not as young as I used to be, because I don't get vertigo until that, because it was giving me such bad vertigo. I was walking probably 6 inches at a time with each step trying to get to the door. I almost had to crawl to get back to the door because I was so thrown off. And to be clear, you can look all the way up and you can look all the way down. So it's like I had no way to get any frame of reference. So had y'all been there, you would have actually been quite entertained at the pain that was going on from the neck up.
Sounds like quite the experience, if I do say so.
It was, yeah. There were a lot of good experiences. Or some that weren't, that I've chatted with y'all offline about, but that's not for this here. This here's a fun show.
Wait, we're supposed to be having fun? Why do I have vegan jerky then?
It's not fun at all. What the hell?
It was one of those things, Big D. I was in the natural grocers here in Bismarck, and I'm like, vegan jerky, that seems like content. And it's definitely something. I'm now trying to decide which one of these I want to torture myself with first. I have teriyaki or Texas barbecue.
And you're trying to figure out how much work you want to give Future Howard, bleeping your reaction out.
I won't swear, but I guarantee neither of these are going to be good. So do you want to pick one? Feel free.
Barbecue.
Texas barbecue, teriyaki.
Yeah,
if you need to
you're gonna
see
need something with flavor for the second one. So if you eat the Texas barbecue first, it'll be remnants for the second one. Or if you want the puristic, then eat the vegan one first. So that you can have completely separate tastings.
I mean, they're both vegans, so they're both going to be. But since Kidder's calling for it, I'll crack into this. It's got to be better than the original one, right? Right?
Surely
it can't be that bad twice in a row.
I don't know if you got something that niche, if you're taking that niche thing and putting a weird gimmick on it, I don't see it going well. Dare say that's not in my 5-day forecast.
You got any dipping sauce or something to make it taste any better?
Yeah, no. We're going for the true, authentic. This is what it's supposed to taste like. And we'll see. Oh, even the texture of this is weird. Oh. I got it out of the package. It's a bit like saucy and slimy, which is not how I would normally describe a jerky. It smells like barbecue that's a bit heavy on the brown sugar. Let's bite into this. This is better than the original. I'd rather.
How many 4-lettered words are you filtering out right now?
That is so it starts off with a really strong barbecue flavor that's kind of nice. And once that goes away, not so good. It's very chewy though. Oh,
it's interesting because you've been chewing on that for a good 5 minutes now, and you've made it through 2 bites.
I got a little it is hard to it surprisingly kind of really rock hard to bite through. So I bit off a bit more than I really wanted to chew. But it's so sticky. I tried to wipe my hand on a paper towel, and the paper towel is now stuck to my fingers. I wonder what that's going to do to my insides.
Well, hey, maybe you won't get the full effect of the sickness because it'll just be stuck inside you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that is horrendous. No, I don't know that I can finish that one. Jerky should not be that sticky, and the flavor gets to be very kind of bitter towards the end of it.
Bitter jerky face.
Yeah. Ooh.
Don't you wish you had a mountain time to just wash that down?
I really do. Unfortunately, I also need to be somewhat functional tomorrow, so no drinking. That's the good news. I'm not going to finish this. That goes over here. Off pile.
Wow.
They switched my meds. So the good news is, hopefully that will have less of the forgetfulness and such. We'll see. They have to build it up in my system. Bad news is I still can't drink. So, but they're trying to find something to make everything else better in the world. So, ugh.
Hopefully there's something.
Yeah.
Gotta be something.
Yeah. Big D, it's been a while since you've been here. We've added new things to the show, including a new segment which Kidder absolutely loves. You see, we started reporting on the hard-hitting, crime-ridden streets of the Flathead Valley. The segment we call Blues Blotter.
For true crime stories of the Flathead Valley, it's Blues Blotter.
So, for anybody who hasn't caught us the last few times we've done this, I used to live up in Kalispell, Montana. Best part about living up there is there's a free weekly paper called the Flathead Beacon, and they report the police blotter, which basically takes snippets of actual calls that were made to the Flathead Valley Police Department. So these gentlemen are from April. A little bit behind, but we'll catch up pretty quick. They only put out one for April. So starting off, Friday, April 3rd, 12:57 p.m., a red Angus heifer and a bull were parked in an intersection on Highway 35.
It's not nice to call your neighbors names.
That's not the joke I thought you would have gone with that, Kidder. I mean,
The
parked,
beef is stirring.
heifer, bull, parked, parking, like teenagers do. Yeah.
Please explain it for those of us who don't understand where you're going with that. It
No.
may be a Montana thing.
No.
Is it a South Dakota thing?
No. It's a thing. Just it's okay. It's okay.
They're making jerky?
They're making something.
Making people eat the jerky.
Yeah.
A little salty.
Anyway, 5:05 p.m. A dark gray, bigger dog with a pink collar was harassing the chickens.
Sounds like my dog.
Yeah. Where was your dog on the evening of Friday, April 3rd, Big D?
I plead the fifth on her behalf.
Saturday, April 4th, 1:38 p.m., a herd of Shetland ponies were trotting down Sunside Drive.
The bastards.
Monday, April 6th, 1:18 p.m., a man wasn't doing anything wrong.
How dare he?
That's what? In a blotter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that reminds me of the stat of how they say that Mother's Day is statistically the time when the least amount of crime occurs in the United States, and it just makes you wonder how many mothers are out there wanting to commit crimes, but they can't because they're at brunch with their kids.
2:13 p.m. A pair of canines were roaming the trailer park. This has been a very animal-heavy police blotter, I just have to say.
Those dastardly canines. How dare they?
Tuesday, April 7th, 10:11 a.m. Someone was concerned about gang activity in the area.
Someone.
And then, about 12 hours later, at 10:10 p.m., a reckless Albertan driver was eventually forced to stop for law enforcement at the inevitable dead end at the top of Big Mountain Road.
We all know how Canadians drive. Yeah, it's so bad that it forces you to leave.
He's out.
International drivers. Just wait until he tells us about that time he was speeding in Germany.
Yeah, again. Wednesday, April 8th, 7:43 a.m. The passenger involved in motor vehicle versus elk collision felt it was unfair the tow truck got to take the roadkill and told law enforcement it would be sorted out by fisticuffs or a gunfight.
Classic duel.
I mean, if that's not a Montanan police blotter, I don't know what is. Big D's like, what did I just walk back into?
I need more beer.
I'm glad you said that, because on Tuesday, April 14th at 2:25 p.m., a bag filled with booze and suspicious powder was found in the gym parking lot.
That's delightful.
Yeah. 5:01 p.m., the mother of smaller kids who were being bullied by the bigger neighbor kids inquired about a temporary order of protection. This next one's good. 6:02 p.m., the weird neighbor was being extra
something.
Yeah. 10:53 p.m., a woman wanted law enforcement to kick her boyfriend out of her house. We go to Sunday, April 19th, 1:52 p.m., a blind man insisted he was not checking anybody out.
You work at the grocery store or something?
7:40 p.m., a First Amendment advocate told law enforcement he would be sober and reasonable during a planned protest. It's very reasonable of him.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. 8:15 p.m., a woman who was getting ready to hit the hay was just as pleasant as ever.
Get a deck of cards, play a board game or something. What's wrong with you people?
8:21 p.m., two guys wearing hoodies on bikes were either huffing or preparing to graffiti something.
Why can't it be both?
It's a breath of fresh air for that small community.
Yeah. Monday, last day here. Monday, April 20th, 2026, 6:16 a.m. A woman told law enforcement her boyfriend was drunk and she didn't have time for this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Got that bronchitis.
At 9:47 a.m., a black Chevy truck was driving around the school. Apparently, from, about a month ago, the guy who had the white creeper van has upgraded to a black Chevy truck. They were on to him. He saw it in the blotter. He's like, I got to switch vehicles. And last one. 6:53 p.m. A bar patron who awoke from a nap grabbed a road soda before hopping into an SUV.
That's what they're calling it now?
Apparently.
I'd also like to mention that the population of that whole area is probably less than the population of Mandan. And they have an active and free newspaper. Whereas this whole area will no longer have locally printed news. It only goes out like once a week.
They're actually probably closer to the size of Bismarck, truthfully. So I kind of put the whole Flathead Valley at about the size of Bismarck Mandan. So, but still,
like spatially or population.
Population wise. So
Really?
yeah, because
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that Kidder was going to say the population of that area is less than the population of this collaborative chat right now, and I thought he was going to say that with a straight face because I thought there was like, I thought it was more sparsely populated than that. So okay, cool.
Equal parts deer to people. And free range cattle. Watch out for the free range cattle. They're just all over the place.
Yeah. So Flathead Valley,
they were at the corner.
Yeah, Flathead Valley is kind of weird because it's kind of like there's like 3 communities all together right in close proximity. So let's see, Kalispell's about 31,000. Then you add Columbia Falls, which is another about 6,000, and then Whitefish. There's about another 10,000. So about 50,000. So about 20,000 less than Bismarck. Bismarck's around 70 some, 75. Yeah, but there's the blotter for you. There might be more next week.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm sure. Kidder's just glad that I do that now a little bit more than I do dad jokes of the week.
Yeah, I was hoping to find some other cool calls to add to the blotter, but the little hidden nougats on the internet.
Hey, do you know a cool news police blotter type story? Send it in to the Triple B. I'd love to hear it. There you go. Try to drive some engagement there, Kidder.
Smash that sub button.
Yeah.
There, the cheap plugs are done.
I'll just put them on like fast forward. They're flashing across the bottom of the screen, just one right after the other. Pause if you actually want to read them. So, in other news, Kidder, I get to travel out to Oscar Zero tomorrow for the dedication of our Huey helicopter. So that'll be a fun little trip going out there.
Are you going to speak at this event?
I am not. I was not asked to speak.
Dang it.
Which I
was hoping that you would, because then you could say the Huey has landed.
I that might be my whole thing. If my science supervisor out there does ask me, I'll just come up and say the Huey has landed. Thank you. And I'll just walk off.
Good.
That's it.
Out of curiosity, where is Oscar Zero?
Just north of Cooperstown, North Dakota. So,
next question. Where the hell is it?
Do you know where Belcourt is?
Next question.
Nowhere near there.
Phone a friend.
I was going to say, why are you bringing up Belcourt?
It's nowhere near there. That's why. Yeah, it's that's a great way to put it. It's a little south and a little west of, or a little east of Devil's Lake. Kind of puts you in the ballpark. So
gotcha. That's that's out there.
Yeah.
Well, history doesn't happen in convenient places. That's the way it goes. But yeah, it's part of the actual official name of the site is the Ronald Reagan Minuteman Missile State Historic Site, but that's a mouthful. So we call it Oscar Zero because that's what the code name for the launch control facility was. It was Oscar Zero. So we have that, and then we also have November 33, which was actually is one of the missile sites where a missile would actually have been. So the two of them make up the one site, even though there's some distance between them. But very cool site. If you're into Cold War history, it's cool. You can go, you can tour the whole thing. You can go 50 feet underground, stand in the capsules. It's a lot of fun. So, but we're going to go up and celebrate the helicopter. Finally getting there. So, looking forward to that. Should be hopefully a good time. So
sweet.
Anybody else? Anybody else do anything interesting? See anything interesting?
Oh, before I forget, Howard, I mentioned I sent you a message week before last that the package you sent made it to Germany. Good to go. Held off on opening up the little figurines that you painted until just before I just before I left to come out here to Alabama. I left on the 3rd of May. And Little D was ecstatic about them. He was kind of baffled as how they were and I was less baffled. I was more impressed because I saw just how tiny those things were, and on the screen watching you paint them, I get the impression that they're like good 3 times bigger than they actually are. So the level of detail that you're able to put on those is freaking awesome. Little D was excited, and I was impressed as hell because that looks like real tedious, fine detailed work you're doing.
Well, thank you. I will post pictures in this episode so people can see them, but for our other hosts and such, so you know what he's talking about. Gosh, I forget how long ago it was, but on a long ago past episode of the Triple B, Big D mentioned that his son really is into Lord of the Rings and especially the character of Gollum. So I know Games Workshop, which is a company out of England. They have a whole Lord of the Rings war game, and I was able to collect a set, and I actually have the packaging here of, but it's Gollum, Frodo, and Sam. And so I took and painted it up, and I sent it in a little care package out to Big D for his son, along with some stuff for Big D. So, but that, no, those things are tiny. Those hobbits are, those are no joke. So, but I appreciate the kind words. That those are fun to paint. The only sad thing is I've been reading The Hobbit with my son, and so he saw them on my painting desk. So I may have a second set because somebody was trying to claim them for himself. So I'll have to paint them again at some point. So, but I'm glad it got to you. Did the glass make it okay? I was a little worried, but
yep, the glass made it. It's all intact. The only thing that suffered any kind of damage, little Frodo fell off his pedestal, but I got a little Bondic and popped it right back on. So.
Okay, yeah, just a little super glue will snap it right back on. So, yeah, it's tough to ship things like that and not have them break. So,
Yeah, especially how customs can kind of manhandle some packages. So, but yeah, that made it perfectly intact. I thought about bringing the glass here to Alabama with me, but I figured, yeah, that'd be pushing my luck.
yeah, I gave you that so that when you do your what's on tap in Essentia, you could have an official glass.
Yes.
Trying to make you look a little bit more professional. And hey, on the next care package, I got some jerky for you.
All righty. I look forward to something.
You can hope that that one doesn't make it through customs.
I'll set off all the customs agricultural sniffing dogs. Like, what is this?
Or they might think you're trying to introduce some sort of biohazard to the country.
That's not bacon.
I mean, it's definitely a hazard of some sort. I mean,
Both of you get arrested for felonies.
I have eaten some really weird stuff on this show. I've drank some really weird stuff on this show, but that has got to be the worst thing I have had on this show. But I don't even want to touch the teriyaki one either. That one might not end up on this show because my hands are still sticky. I actually dipped my hands in my paint water to try and like loosen the stickiness. I'm gonna go wash my hands after this episode. And speaking of that, Kidder, we've been talking for quite a while. It's time we wrap this show up. I know you already did the cheap plugs. Maybe you want to slow it down for people, or we could just go right to final thoughts. The choice is yours and yours alone.
Streamlabs.com /beer blues BS. Buy the stuff. Thank you. Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, audio places, YouTube. Just buy our stuff. Or just give us your money. That's okay. Thanks. Let's go to final thoughts. And I believe JS's final thought before he left was New Jersey is New Jersey. There's a reason they like leaving. Let's go over to Rude Boy. Got some final thoughts.
Yeah. Well, I'll say try and get enough sleep. I have a hard enough time doing it myself, but it definitely makes a difference and does body good. So shoot for 8, and if you can't get 8, get as close as you can to it, because helps keep your body ticking. And don't be afraid of naps either, because I know some people aren't big nap takers, but even closing your eyes for 20 minutes can help. So yeah. Thanks for having me on the show, and looking forward to next week.
Well, we're glad that you could come back there, Rude Boy. It's good to have you. Doc, let's go out west, see what's happening in the library.
My thoughts, it's been on my mind this week. So it's been a rough week. A community I'm a part of suffered a big loss unexpectedly, which has been rough, but it's also really underscored for me the importance of coming together as community and really being with your people, both when you're going through something or when they're going through something, and you can be there for them. So know your people, check in on your people, stay connected with your people.
Let's head out to Big D down in the swamp where the lights have now come on.
Final thoughts. And I say this one because having alluded to being away from home for 6 months last year, and now less than a year later, I'm out for another 2 months. Hug your loved ones. Hug your family. Hug your doggies and kitties. That's all.
Okay. Lots of hugs all around. And a guy who is usually not a hugger, Howard, what's your final thought?
I could go with the like on point one of don't eat vegan jerky. But I would just share. I thought this was kind of cool. I think most people who are on this know that I have my my own second YouTube channel, Howard's Cave of Wonder, where I do all of the hobby stuff on there, and just happened to surpass 100 subscribers. So
Congratulations.
thank you. I know that's still like in the world of YouTube, that is a small number still, but it's been for only 2 years. It's been growing pretty fast, and it's kind of been fun to see people enjoying that content and hit the content that we're putting out here. I know it doesn't seem like we get a lot of views on YouTube, but like our Facebook views have been actually incredibly high. Our podcast audio downloads have been very high as well. So to all of you who have checked out this show, maybe you've made it this far, thank you. We appreciate it. You know, it's we do this mostly for ourselves, but it's fun to know that some other people are along for the ride and maybe enjoying this time that we spend together. So that's my big thing. Thank you to everybody who has supported us or just even taken the time to try us out, giving us a listen, and, you know, and come back every now and then for some laughs. Yeah, there you go.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, and appreciate the thoughts, and just like he said, appreciate you being here with us as well. So for everybody, for JS Gunslinger, for Rude Boy K, for the Doc, for Big D, and Howard Blues, I'm still Mark Kidder. Thank you for being here with us in every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Remember, there's free beer tomorrow. Got to keep your glass at least half full, and we will see you on down that Colorado Avalanche, Colorado Wigan, Colorado Wigan, Tuscon Highway. I'm going to see you in the next episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Remember that one.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
Let's see, what the time? After 10 here, and we gotta be up at 6 a.m., something like that. So, I'm gonna make
Very
some
much
udon.
understandable.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some udon and have a Guinness, and wherever we're at by the end of that, I'm going to bed.
Understandable.
29-hour drive to get out here, so
Where are you at?
Secaucus, New Jersey. Actually, we're staying in Newark. So I've been trying to take a picture of the goddamn Chrysler building, but I haven't been able to do it while I'm driving.
Yeah, that would be a good one. We got Kidder, we got Kyle.
What's up, gentlemen?
Spices.
course.
JS is doing some cooking, or at least trying to do some cooking.
I want to go out to the van. My udon's going to just have this. I was looking for salt and pepper, but I guess I'm just going to have the spices that I have. So,
Well, I think this might be everybody we have at the start. I know there were a couple people planning to break down the door, and I know JS said that as soon as his Guinness is done, he's gone. So,
pretty much.
we better kick this thing off before get a little bit more JS on the show than last, if that's all right with Kidder and Kyle. Kidder's just like, whatever. Okay. Well,
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Speaking of my good ear.